Hello everybody, Naughty Nana Does here. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. If you have a loved one, give them a hug, give them a call, tell them you love them. Today'd be a good day to do that. Happy Valentine's Day to all my friends and family out there that's listening to my big mouth go off. Just say it. So anyway, I've had a lot of requests to talk about Maggoty Traitor. So that's what we're going to dig into today. There's some past stuff and some new stuff. We're just going to do a little update a bit. And it'll be all intermingled. You'll catch on, I'm sure. But anyway, now she may have pulled back on some of that QAnon bullshit. But she's never said that it's all bullshit. She's never said that. She's never qualified that any of that stuff is pure, unadulterated horseshit. She's never said that. But she's stupid, she's dangerous, and she's ignorant. She doesn't have 2 clicks to a clue, that one, I'm just saying. Now Kevin McCarthy has her back on committees. Now she's making a total fool of herself because people actually watch those, so she gets her big mouth out there and she just screeches and rants and roars. But you ever notice when she's going on that she always brings it back to her? It's all about her. Always has been, I think. But anyway, now, McCarthy once dismissed her as nothing more, in my opinion, a speck of belly button lint. That's how much he thought of her. But now, he came out with a statement after the 15 ballot bullshit fiasco there. And he actually said, "I will never leave that woman. I will always take care of her." Personally, I think he's doing her. I really do. I think he's having an affair with her. And I think they're almost telling the whole world. You ever see them on the floor there during the ballot counts there for Speaker of the House? Did you see them? She was just cozying right up there with him. And oh, Kevin, oh, smile, oh, selfie. And leaning in and cuddling. Yeah, did you see that? I swear to God, they're having an affair. And I think that's why her marriage broke up. Check out the pictures of those two during those ballot counts. You'll see what I'm talking about. She looks up at him just like Pence used to look at Trump. Yeah, like that. But anyway, she's on the Oversight Committee now. That gives my head a shake. And she's saying that they have to get rid of socialism. Well, does she remember when Trump handed out those PPP loans? That she got a chunk of money? And she donated that money to her own campaign. She didn't mind the socialist money then, did she? Did she go running to take that back? No, of course not. She didn't mind that socialist money. Now, one other thing that she said that really stuck in my craw. She said, you know what's holding back blacks and Hispanics? Gangs. Because the whole friggin' communities of both of those groups of people are in gangs. What a racist bitch. She said, yeah, you know what's holding blacks and Hispanics down? Gangs. It's not white people. Oh my God, give your head a shake, woman. Now, Steve Scalise at one time said her remarks were disgusting and he backed her opponent. But now he just follows her around like a lost puppy dog. And December 2020, Trump loved her so much, he invited her to the White House so she could help plan the insurrection on January 6th. That's right. Her and 11 other Republicans had the big meeting with the big orange moose knuckle there because she objected to the election and still believes it was stolen. Like even in her first days on the floor, she wore her mask saying election was stolen. Trump won. So that's an election denier, and that shouldn't be part of anybody that swears the Constitution to protect the United States. Just saying. And then on January 5th, she said this is our 1776 moment. So why is it, after the January 6th insurrection, did she go running her arse over to Trump to see could she get a pardon, like Matt Gaetz and 5 other of them? Why did she do that? I don't wonder why she needed a pardon. Got to find out more about that. And then January 17th, she texted Mark Meadows about using martial law. She said, the only way to save our republic is to have martial law. she spelled it like Marshall's, like the department store, like they're having a Black Friday sale so she can go fight people for socks or something. That's the martial law. And another time, she actually went to a Civil War memorial that was paying tribute to some soldiers that died during the Civil War. You know, the losers of the Civil War, the Confederates. Yeah, she thought it was them. But in fact, when they zeroed in on the plaque, it was in honor of the Union soldiers. You know, the guys that won? It was in honor of the Union soldiers. But she's a good Southern woman, isn't she? Bless her heart. Now, she endorsed executing Democrats on Facebook and the execution of Nancy Pelosi. Now, she may have walked back some of that bullshit, but then she says she's a proud Christian nationalist, like most Americans. Most Americans aren't Christian nationalists or white nationalists. They're not. Maybe that's why Jimmy Kimmel calls her the Klan mom. I'm just saying. She needs to Google what white nationalism is. She said, I'm not going to mince words with you. Democrats want Republicans dead, and they've already started the killing. And then later joked that if her and if her and Steve Bannon had organized January 6th, they would have won because it would have been armed. You heard a few little, yeah, did she really say that? Yeah, you heard a few of that in the audience and stuff like that. Oh, by the way, before I go any further, if you like it, thumbs up. If you want to share it with your family and friends. Leave a comment. Press the subscribe button. I always forget to get that in there. I get in there too late and I talk too long and nobody listens to the rest of the video. So anyway, moving along. And then after all her outbursts on at the State of the Union address, and the Twitter hearings are up now, which are baseless. And it was proved that it was Trump was the one that was trying to get Twitter to take down all that shit. The Biden campaign never said anything, and he was just a campaigner. He was a civilian at the time, so he had no pull. So he wasn't the one calling Twitter, but Trump was on there every time somebody said something mean about him, like Chrissy Teigen calling him a pussy-ass bitch. Couldn't wait to get onto Twitter to tell him to take that down. I killed myself laughing. I just thought that was the funniest thing ever. Go Chrissy Teigen. It's the Trump administration that tried to strong-arm Twitter, not Biden. And she was jealous because they're going on about Hunter's laptop and all that stuff. Well, you know what? They took down an article that was talking about the laptop, but they took it down. I think it was because it was close to the election. It was 2 weeks before the election, and they weren't going to pull the same thing they did to Hillary Clinton. So they pulled it, and then even the guy that owned Twitter back then said it was a mistake. They should have kept it up. So it went up a couple days later. But if they were that high up and grabbing their balls about it, they could have just got on to grabbed a newspaper and read it. That wasn't hidden from anyone. It was just taken off of Twitter. They could have went to YouTube. They could have went anywhere to watch it. They could have went to the site and read the article. So that's all bullshit. But you know what I think she's most jealous about? She didn't get a chance to see Hunter Biden's huge asset. That's right. And they took that down because it's pornography and it wasn't allowed because there was no permission given. Just as I'm sure they took down a bunch of Lauren Boebert stuff too. Just saying. Because it's revenge porn. You're not allowed to post revenge porn. You're just not. So anyway, they go on and blab about woke liberals and the Biden crime family. What about the Trump crime family? I think Jared Kushner's part of that family, but he got $2 billion goddamn dollars from the Saudis from rigging that thing in Qatar. Because he handed over secret documents, in my opinion. That's how they knew what was going on there. And they just paid him off. And then Trump with the live golf tournaments got a few $100 million as well. So they can all suck my arse. That's what they can do. And then Marjorie turns it all around. It's all for her because they banned her from Twitter because she's a congressman. I'm a congresswoman and you're not in Congress. So you can't do that. I'm a congressman. Now my campaigning and stuff. Well, maybe she should have had 2 accounts. That was my personal account. Yeah, well, you're telling goddamn lies and spreading disinformation. If I did it, I get suspended too. I called Chuck Grassley an asshole and got suspended for 12 days, for Christ's sake. So what she did was capital, I'm just saying. So she gets suspended And now, when she was doing part of this article, was done in front of Lara Trump on her program on Fox there. I think they give her 1 day a week or a month or something. But anyway, she was going on about all the bullshit that's going on with that. And then all of a sudden, she just, but I'm really into CrossFit. Yeah, I bet you're into CrossFit, Maggoty Traitor. The only thing you pick up in a gym lately is another trainer or a sex guru. Or maybe it's just Kevin McCarthy, just saying. But then she went in front of a ballroom when she was talking to a bunch of her base and going on about this big balloon and how it could have had missiles. It didn't have missiles. You would have seen the goddamn things. Didn't have any of that shit. It was chaffed into shit. I was part of NORAD during my military career. I was a surveillance tech. That stuff was chaffed so bad, none of that information got sent to China. It's all recorded in there. When they find it, we'll all know. That's all there is to that. So she can go on. She saw shit on TikTok in 2018 or wherever the hell she's seen it. But anyway, I wonder if she knows that there's over 100,000 spies in the United States right now. If they wanted to poison anybody, they ain't going to do it with a big goddamn balloon that everybody in the whole world's watching. They're just not. They'll do that shit up close and personal. Just saying. But she also said this, and I got to get this in. She actually said this. This is from the New York Times. And she said, I think to be the best Speaker of the House and to please the base, he's going to have to give me a lot of power and a lot of leeway. Sure is. And if he doesn't, they're not going to be very happy about it. I think that's the best way to read that. And that's not in any way a threat at all. I just think that's reality. And you know what I think? I think that's scary. And Trump better watch out, because she'll just run roughshod over him. She'll turn traitor on him too if he doesn't start giving her what she wants. Because that's all. It's a power game with her, that's all. And she doesn't care who the hell's underneath her feet if she's stomping over them. Just gotta say. But anyway, Naughty Nana loves you. Happy Valentine's Day. Be good to you. Be safe. Nana loves you. Mwah.